Hello loves, welcome back to Yoga Life Izzy. Subscribe for free classes every Monday. Let's practice. Today's practice is a restorative yoga practice. So if you've had a really busy week, maybe you're tired from work or you're sore from this week's workouts, this is a perfect session to stretch out your muscles, but we're really aiming to bring the nervous system down towards relaxation so that we can allow the body to rest and repair as it needs to. So if you have a bolster, amazing, you can bring that to practice. If not, you can grab a cushion or a rolled up blanket, or if you don't have or don't want to use any of those, that is fine as well. We're going to start off with a little bit of stillness and breath, so you can move any props to one side and just find a comfortable seat, whatever that means to you today. Bring the hands wherever they rest naturally. Start to close down the eyes. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose and lengthen the crown of the head towards the sky. As we exhale, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Two more times, just like that. Deep inhale, lengthen the crown of the head to the sky. And then exhale, melt the shoulders away from the ears. One more deep breath. You land here for this first moment on the mat. Maybe take a moment to acknowledge the week that you've had, the effort and energy that you've given from your own body, some appreciation perhaps, the energy that you received from others, from the world around you, and also an acknowledgement for the deep, rich practice of yoga that we get to receive today for this session together. Now bringing the awareness into the body, perhaps noticing the surface beneath you. Maybe noticing any sounds in your environment, temperature of the air on your skin. Perhaps just observing any sensations in the body. Maybe there's some aching or soreness, maybe not. Just checking in and noticing what's there, and not judging those sensations or feelings as good or bad, just observing, allowing what is there to be there. And then on the next inhale, we're going to inhale for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. At the top, pause for a moment, retain the breath, and then slow as you can, exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top. And then exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. And exhale slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Allow the breath to return to normal. Whenever you're ready, we'll blink, open the eyes, and start to come forward, coming through all fours. And right away, we're going to bring the knees out wide, toes to touch. Sit the hips back towards the heels. If you brought a bolster or a cushion or a blanket to practice, you can place it lengthways on the mat. If not, we're just coming into a regular extended child's pose. If you feel like the hips are popping up off the heels, or this is uncomfortable in the knees at all, we can also bring something underneath the bum for a nice support there as well. And then we're going to walk the hands forward, drape the body forward over the earth or your support. If you're coming onto some support here, you might turn to one cheek. And just allowing the head to rest, releasing all weight into the earth. You can really draw your attention towards those points of contact beneath the hands, the elbows, the knees, the feet, and the earth beneath you. And just gently with each exhale, allow the body to release a little further. Perhaps notice any parts that are gripping, holding tension. And allow the exhale to find a softening in that part of the body. And I'll just leave you here for a few more breath cycles. So just really drop down. If your head is turned to one side, you can turn to the other cheek. And when you're ready, starting to gently lift the head. If you are using any kind of support, you can move that to one side just for a moment. Come back down to our extended child's pose and start to walk both hands over towards the left hand side. Maybe stacking the right hand on top of the left. And then sitting back towards that right hip. Feeling that opening down the right side of the body from the right wrist all the way to the right waist, right hip. Take some deep breaths. And then start to walk both hands back through center, taking them over to the right hand side. Maybe place the left hand on top of the right and then sit back into that left hip and breathe into that space in the left side of the body. Come back through center and then gently starting to lift the body up towards tabletop position. All the time throughout this practice, we're just moving gently. So really taking care with our bodies, giving it that love and gentleness and attention that it needs in this moment. We'll walk the hands forward, tuck the toes under, and just for one time in this practice, we'll start to lift the hips up to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. You can pedal out the knees one and the other. If the body is feeling really stiff, we don't need to draw those heels all the way down towards the earth. You're just getting a nice big stretch throughout the whole body here. Just in that easeful, gentle way. So not pushing or forcing here. If you'd like to, you can come to stillness for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then we'll bend the knees and gently start to walk the hands back towards the feet, finding forward fold, Uttanasana, at the back of the mat. So again, depending on how the body is feeling, we might have a really generous bend in the knees here. We're allowing the crown of the head to fall down. And then we can also clasp opposite elbow and maybe just gently swing left to right. So we're getting some decompression in the spine here. Having the heart above the head is really nice and calming for the mind. Stretching out through the back of the legs, the hamstring, the low back, as well as the neck and shoulders here. Just releasing a bit of tension with those deep breaths. And then you can draw the hands back to the earth. Walk yourself back out. And right away, drop the knees down. Come back to tabletop position. From here, we'll start to draw the right knee forward. Step it between the hands. Coming to a bit of a low lunge here. Depending on how your hips are feeling, how much space you have, you might have the hands down on the earth here. Or another option is to interlace both fingers and place them on top of the right thigh to give you a little more space there. Wherever you are, we are drawing our attention towards the front of the left hip crease here. And just breathing into that space. Seeing if perhaps we can sink the hips forward, find a bit more of a deeper opening. Or maybe not. Again, listening to your body today, seeing what would feel nourishing. Take a deep breath here. And then if the hands are on top of the thigh, we can gently draw them back down to the earth. And we'll gently start to straighten that right leg and find half Hanuman, half split here. So this leg doesn't need to come all the way straight. We can again have a gentle bend here. Just opening now through the back of the right leg. Taking some deep breath. So we're moving slowly in this practice and we're really staying connected to those long, slow breaths. So we're communicating to our body that we are now in rest and relaxation mode. We're communicating to our body that we are safe. Our body can start to do all those nourishing and restorative things that it knows how to do itself already. Okay, rolling back through to our low lunge. Place both hands down, and then we'll just come back through that tabletop position, and we'll take it to the other side. So swimming the left knee forward between the hands, coming to a low lunge, either with the hands down on the mat, or maybe again we interlace the fingers, take them on top of the left thigh here. Finding the shape that works for you in your body today. And remembering that when we are practicing a more restorative style of yoga, this means really being conscious of not always pushing to the extreme of what our body can do, but really listening to what our body needs in that moment. Not letting our ego take over, but just being honest and truthful with ourselves and our body and what we need today. And that is one of those philosophical pillars of yoga: satya, truth, and also ahimsa, non-violence. So we are practicing kind and loving thoughts and actions towards our own body and others. Okay, coming back down to the earth if you were up on the leg, and we'll start to straighten through that left knee. Again, doesn't need to come all the way straight as we fold over the left leg. Breathing into the back of the left thigh now. And then rolling back through, place the hands down, and we'll come back to our tabletop position. From here, we'll once again walk the knees out just a touch so they're a bit wider than our tabletop. We're going to inhale to reach the right fingertips up towards the sky, and exhale, thread the needle. So drawing right arm under the left, come to lie on the left cheek. Option to extend the left arm, or maybe it feels good to place the left hand on the low back. So play and see what feels good to you, and then when you find your shape, taking some deep breaths into the back body, feeling the expansion and the softening on each breath. And then start to unravel yourself. Come back through that wide tabletop and take it to the other side. So inhale, lift the left fingertips up towards the thigh. And exhale, thread your needle left hand under the right arm. Again, choose your positioning with the right hand, maybe extending, maybe bringing right hand to the low back. And when you find your shape, come back to those deep, slow breaths. And when you're ready, start to unravel yourself through that tabletop. Draw the knees together. Swing the feet to one side, and we'll come through to a seat. We'll keep the soles of the feet down to the earth, knees nice and bent. Start to lean back into the hands and cross the right ankle over the left thigh, so just underneath that left knee, as we come to a seated pigeon here, seated figure 4. We can draw that left heel in towards the body. And if we would like a deeper stretch, if we feel like we've got a bit more space, and we can also scooch those hips in towards the heel. And then we're really pressing that right knee away from the right shoulder. So feeling an opening in the right hip here. And then once again, come back to those deep breaths. Perhaps sending the breath down into the hips here. Using the breath as a tool for softening, as a tool for release. And then we'll start to release that right ankle. Maybe take the knees one side and the other to just gently release. And then we'll take it to the other side. So left ankle coming across the right thigh this time. Draw that right heel in, and maybe we also scooch the bum in a little closer and drawing the left knee away from the left shoulder. Seeing if we can to keep that chest, heart space nice and open, so we're not crunching in towards the leg, but nice and open in the front body, and then taking some nice deep breaths. And then we'll release the left ankle. Draw the feet slightly more up, but the knees can still be nice and generously bent here. On an inhale, draw the crown of the head towards the sky. And as we exhale, folding over the legs. So just a gentle seated fold here. And really see if you can allow the crown of the head, the weight of the head to hang down. So we're fully releasing the weight of the upper body into the legs. And notice that feeling of being held and supported by your own body. The body is so intelligent. It knows how to restore and replenish itself as long as we give it the space. We give it that time, that care of proper rest and proper relaxation. That is when the body is able to repair and restore itself. Take one more deep breath here. And then gently uncurling the spine, sitting yourself back up. If you brought a bolster or a cushion or a rolled up blanket to today's practice, you can just draw that to the tailbone, a long ways down the mat. If you didn't bring anything, that's absolutely fine. You can just do this straight onto the earth. I'm going to draw the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Walk the body back to lay it down over your prop or just straight onto the earth. Going to draw the hands, the palms face up towards the sky and bring them nice and wide here to feel that opening in the heart space and the chest and the front body. Close down the eyes here, take a deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth and completely release yourself. your body, your weight into the surface beneath you. Allow gravity to do the work in that gentle opening of the front body, the hip, chest of the belly. And just see if you can give yourself a moment of surrender here. So nothing to do, nothing to concentrate, focus, think about. Just trusting that your body knows what it needs. That your body has what it needs. And all you need to do is release and rest. Allow yourself to slip into relaxation and trust that your body will take care of the rest. Maybe you're really enjoying this shape here, this open and surrendering shape. Feel free to stay here, but if you're craving a more traditional Shavasana resting state, then you can move your props to one side. Maybe you grab your blanket and place it across your body. Maybe you rest it on the front of the hip creases. Whatever your body is craving, whatever your body needs to feel that restful, cozy state. Find your way there. And then once again, allow the body to release down into the earth. Maybe you start to count the breath like we did at the beginning of the practice. 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. Maybe you just completely release. Allow yourself to just exist in this restful moment. If you have time and space, please stay here for as long as you need. If you're ready to get moving, you can gently start to deepen the breath. Invite some movement back into the body. Wiggle the fingers, toes. Maybe take one last full body stretch, reaching the arms up above the head. Roll yourself over to the right hand side. Use your right arm as a pillow. Stay a couple of moments in your own sweet cocoon. And then press yourself back up to your own comfortable seat. Draw the palms together, Anjali Mudra at the heart space. This moment to express in gratitude yourself, your body, all that it does for you, for the earth beneath you, people around you. I wish you a relaxing rest of your day. Bow the head to the hands. Thank you so much. It was an honor to share this practice with you. I'll see you next time.